What's up guys, Averonius here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I'm actually going to be going over something that one of the people who commented down below, one of the viewers, they actually requested me to make a video on talking about events. And that event is the Champion Training event for free-to-play players. Champion Training, it's not easy. I know it's very hard and difficult to get that legendary tome. It's also difficult to even get the Ancient Shard or Epic Tomes that are kind of far, way out there at 10,000 plus points. Now, it's not really kind of hard to realize how you do it. It's the way that you do it, right? You know, everybody knows that you can go to campaign, you can farm campaign. Most people farm brutal, and if you're an early game player, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to farm and get those points for the events or for tournaments for Champion Training. Now, personally, I just farm 12-3 Brutal or 12-6 if you want a little bit more experience points. And all I'm doing is, I do 12-3 at 7-second run, 12-6 is a 8-second run for me. Now, if you have a better campaign farmer, great. I use Skull Crown. You can use, I think Fellhound is the best farmer in the game, I believe, and it's a rare. Now, I just put some food in like this, and I farm it. So, like right now, I'm farming food, and I'm trying to upgrade champions. So, as an example here, it shows you the rank upgrades here, and the level upgrades. So, if you have a 3-star, every time you level them up, you get 2 points for a 3-star champion. 3 points for a 4, 6 points for a 5, and then 8 points per level for a 6-star champion, leveling them up. If you rank them up from a 1-star to a 2-star, I believe it's only 5 points. 2 to 3, 15 points. 3 to 4, 50. 4 to 5, 100. 5 to 6, 300. So that's what you kind of want to get if you can help it, and you want to upgrade champions that are rank 5-star to 6, because you're going to get a huge amount of points from that. Now, it's not about champion training events, champion training tournaments. It's really not about just upgrading champions while the tournament's going on. The thing you need to be doing is upgrading champions to prepare yourself for champion training tournaments. You need to prepare yourself for champion training events. And so what I do is, and you saw that I'm not really doing very well in my champion training event. I actually have been away for a little bit. I was in California for about a week. I've taken almost 2 weeks off now from really truly playing very hard. I've been trying to complete my quests here and there. I've actually skipped a couple days. So I'm kind of coming back at it, getting back into the swing of things. And you can see all these little 40s. These aren't the champions that I'm going to be trying to upgrade. So like I have a 40 here, 40 here, 40 here, 40 here. All these champions I'm prepping, and I'm actually not going to do great during this champion training as compared to the future champion training tournaments. You actually need to sacrifice champion training tournaments sometimes to do really well on future training tournaments or events. So my last training tournament or event that I did, someone saw that I did really well. Now, the reason why I did so well is because I actually sacrificed previous training tournaments, and I was doing like the fragment fusions, and then when I did the regular fusion, or whichever the last one was, I went ham on that one. So I did really, really well. And that's because I saved a ton of rank 40s, and you saw rank 40 to 50 is, I think, 100 points or something like that for each champion that you upgrade. So that's going to help you tremendously. And then the rank at level 4s, 4 stars, every time you upgrade them is going to be a lot of points too. The other thing you want to make sure you're doing is saving your brews. So as you can see, I have tons of void brews. I barely use them because I don't really have any void champions other than rare voids, to be honest with you. I have a couple of of epic voids, but I have really no legendary void champions because, you know how it is being free to play. You don't pull any void champions ever, and when you do pull a void champion, most likely it's a duplicate. So my luck when I do finally pull a void champion, it's going to be an Arbiter or a Visix. Or it's going to be the new champion Vlad, which I did get, by the way, which which is kind of sweet. So yeah, so basically all you want to do is upgrade your level 50s to level 60 to get 300 points. Try to prep I'm going to try my absolute best. So see how many 30s I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I almost have 20. So, and every time you upgrade a rank 3, you have to use 3 rank 3s, right? So, I mean, it's pretty basic, pretty common sense, right? You guys have to keep upgrading each one. So 3, that's 3, 6. So if I times 19 times 3, you know, that's almost 60, right? That's 57. So you need at least 57 level 3s to upgrade. And you notice that I have my rank 3s upgraded to level 15, 16, 14, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 of them so far. So all I'm going to be doing, and I'll just do it now because I'm just going to get a bunch of food ready to go. So like I do have a reliquary tender. Maybe I'll save this reliquary tender for when they do the duplicate system because I have another reliquary tender. And maybe I'll make my reliquary tender really, really strong. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so basically 1, 2, 3, just add them in, feed the champion. And I've done another weekly quest, which is nice. So that's one champion that gets leveled up. And then this is annoying because eventually they're going to allow you to hopefully plarium. They did state, I believe when I think Cirilla was talking to Ash in Raid Shadow Legends, they talked about the Tavern getting an update. The navigation is going to get fixed. She said that now when you upgrade champions, you're not going to have to scroll all the way down. They're already going to be at the top. So that's going to be huge, especially upgrading them, putting brews into them. You get to do a slide cursor bar where it's just going to upgrade people right away. That's going to be massive for upgrading champions and should make your life a lot easier as you're going. So, and again, here's another 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep on upgrading champions. 3 to 4. Dang, she jumped off the screen. And kind of just keep doing that. So I have 2 of them ready, right? And I'm just going to keep on going. And it's kind of a boring process. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I wish it was a little bit faster, but there's not much you can do about that. So if you really want to push, you have to have patience. And you have to be able to just constantly do this. Another thing is I don't use like RSL Helper. I don't use BlueStacks. I don't use Hell Hades calculator to change my teams. As much as I want to do it, I'm not doing it only for my own pride, I guess. You know, not trying to be like a snobby person or anything like that, but I do it because I want to do everything myself. I don't want to be the person to just be like, yep, RSL Helper always, or everything's done. I don't have to work. Like, I just like to, I have more pride and I feel more joy in trying to figure it all out by myself and actually watching everything myself. It's kind of weird because it's like, obviously I won't win the game faster and it's going to take me a lot longer. But like, that's the whole point of this game. Oh, and yes, I will say this game, you put way too much time into this game, playing this game as a free-to-play player, or even a pay-to-play low spender or high spend player. This game takes forever to play. I mean, I have to play this game pretty much every single day, and I'm not hating on that. I just think there's ways that Plarium eventually will make this easier for us. And I think everybody has their own way of playing. I'm not saying you can't play that way. You can play whatever way you want, whatever makes you happy. So if using RSL Helper and using BlueStacks makes your account faster, I 100% wholeheartedly agree with you and think that yes, you can do it. It's totally fine. I just don't like to do it. I just don't want to do it. I want to find everything out on my own and use my own noggin. Yes, it's going to take me a lot longer to figure out because there's computer systems that make your life a lot easier in this game. But again, I don't want to do it. So you can leave in the comment below if you like to use RSL Helper, if you like to use BlueStacks. Absolutely do it. But again, I don't. I've been recently saving my epics now that I have duplicates of because the duplicate system's coming out. But again, these are champions that I could just feed. I'm most likely going to get a bunch more duplicates of them in the future, so I may end up feeding them. So see how I have a bunch still left of rank 3s? And now I have a ton of room. So now I have to go back basically, and start farming again. So I have 443 energy, which is not bad. And just to show you really quickly, I did get Vlad Nightborn, and I recently got Rianne the Conjurer, so she's a good champion. I actually like this champ. So she has the A1, 50% chance of block buffs for 2 turns, which is kind of cool. And then the A2, booked out to 100%. She can do removes all buffs from all enemies, and then places a weaken. It's not as strong as a Madame Ceres, but if you're playing and you've never gotten a Madame Ceres and you get Rianne the Conjurer, I mean, she's a good champion. She looks really cool too. And then on A3, this is kind of a lot to read. Revives a dead ally with 50% HP, then fills the turn meter by 50%. Will then also place a block debuffs on them for 2 turns. Will also revive Akoth the Seared and Euros the Soul Cage with 30% HP if they're on the same team and not the target of the skill. Will then also fill their turn meter by 30%. If either Akoth the Seared or Euros Soul Cage are the target of the skill, the champion will be revived with 50% HP, 50% turn meter, and block debuffs for 2 turns. And it's every 4 turn cooldown. That's not bad. She does have accuracy in all battles by 40, which is okay, especially if you're starting off. Personally, I wish this was like HP or defense or resistance, because Rianne the Conjurer is going to take you a long time to get. I mean, she's going to take you at least, I'd say, 300 plus days to get this champion. So I think that maybe they should have given her a little bit better aura, maybe 50 or 60 for the accuracy, but beggars can't be choosers. So that's kind of it. I mean, for upgrading your champions, oh, and I didn't add in, you can also go into Minotaur's stage 15. So if you're upgrading champions, if you don't mind having a slow run of Minotaur, and you just want to, let's say for example, I wanted to just throw in a bunch of food, right? But people that I'm leveling up, like say I wanted to level up these champions. Personally, I can't because I have a lot of 40s and stuff like that. Say I wanted to put him in there, her in there, her in there. You know, if I wanted to do this, I could throw them in Minotaur and upgrade this way, while also farming masteries for everybody. Because Bad L can solo the Minotaur by himself, all the poisons and stuff. But personally, I just go with campaign. So, you know, I'm just gonna go campaign 12-3 or 12-6. I go in there, I throw in food. So typically what I do is I just chuck in some food. You know, so like right now I want to make some more level 3 champions, right? Chuck in food. I don't do auto. Again, I'm literally just doing this all on my own. So I just go right through. And this, what, like a 10-second run each time? Maybe 12. So not bad. Kind of go right through. I always sell off the boots typically. And there you go. You know, you get a bunch of points. Doesn't take too long to get them upgraded to the max. And then once I get them upgraded to the max, I just add in some more food. Now, if you're doing this overnight and you have the auto battles, that's fine. If you're like a low spender and you want to buy, you know, more gems, use your gems to buy more energy, then absolutely do that. Get a ton of energy and just auto battle it overnight, or use RSL Helper, or use BlueStacks. That's totally fine. It's going to help you tremendously, especially if you're free to play. So if you use BlueStacks, it's just going to make your account a lot better. Again, I've never used BlueStacks myself. I've never used RSL Helper. I don't even have any idea how to use it. I've never done it. So if you guys wanted to do it, by all means do it. But that's kind of how I do it. That's how I upgrade my champions. Just make sure that you're farming. You want to have at least like 5, 10, 15 rank 4s ready to go. And the best time to do the champion training and to get the max points is when you're doing fusions or fragment summons. And yes, it can slow your account down. If you're trying to speed through and beat everything, all the faction wars as quickly as possible, then maybe you don't care about the fusions as much, or maybe you do, but it just depends on where you're at in your account, how you want to do it. Again, that's how I personally do it, so there are other people who might have faster ways of doing it, but again, that's my take on the free-to-play way. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have any other videos that you have in mind that you'd like me to post, then please leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Take care.